welcome to my channel again. If you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome in Jesus' name. And if you've seen me before, you are the real OG. Thank you for coming back to my channel. My name is Cynthia, and from the title of this video, you already know why we are here. I'm going to tell you guys how I got rid of my Apollo in just 72 hours. You know, this is the period of Apollo. If you go to the marketplace, see people with Apollo everywhere. You go to the church, everywhere you see people with Apollo. You go to work with a clear eye, you come back with Apollo. Your kids will go to school and they come back with Apollo. Apollo is just everywhere this period. And I don't think this Apollo have any treatment. Before I was introduced to this method, I'm going to tell you guys um Apollo, I've treated Apollo with eye drop and antibiotics, and it was still there till I think 7 days or even more. Since I was introduced to this method, I'm no longer afraid of Apollo, because in just 3 days my eye will go back to normal again. Before I tell you guys this method I'm using to get rid of my Apollo, I want to tell you people a very short story how I got to know about this method. Back in 2010, I had Apollo. I went to the pharmacy and they gave me eye drop with antibiotics. I was using it for days. There was no improvement. Well, I said the eye was even getting worse. Until one day, a friend of mine came to pay me a visit. She saw me and she asked me when my Apollo started, and I told her. And she was surprised. She was like, "Why will you carry Apollo for days when there is something that you can do to it and it will clear in few hours?" And I was surprised. So she introduced me to this method. She told me that that's what her family is using to treat their Apollo. So I decided to give it a try because I was already tired with the discomfort I was having from the Apollo. I tried it, and within 24 hours, I saw a huge difference. Before 72 hours, there was no Apollo again. Since then, I started using it to get rid of my Apollo. And so far, so good. I've not had any side effects from using that stuff. Disclaimer: it is medically not advisable. So if you want to use it, it's basically your decision. And if you don't want to try it out, it's fine. I'm not telling you to use it. I'm just telling you what I did, what I've been using to treat my Apollo. So if you want to use it, it's your decision. And if you don't want to try it out, it's still fine. We all are adults, so whatever you want to use on your body is your decision. I'm not imposing this on anybody. If you want to try it out, it's fine, it's good. So I'm talking about nothing but this. Yes, that's what I've been using. I don't even know how to say it, but this is what I've been using. I'll be in something like this. I don't know if you can see it. I'll be in something like this. Then I'll use something like this. I'm not saying you must use these things. I'm just telling you my instrument of warfare. My instrument of warfare against Apollo. This is what I use. So I pee in something like this. I use something like this to collect the pee and drop in my eye. That's what I've been using. I had Apollo few weeks back. I recorded the process. So I'll add the clip at the end of this video so that you see everything by yourself. Even if I'm having the Apollo in one eye, I drop it in both eyes, because you know Apollo must definitely affect the two eyes. So if you want to use this thing, if you want to use this thing, if you want to use this my therapy, you have to do it in both eyes. And let me advise you, if you know you have any infection down there, if you know you're having any infection down there, please don't use this method. Don't try it. Don't put it in your eye. Don't go and blind yourself. If you know you're having any infection down there, don't try this. So the second advice is, if you're having Apollo, don't wear glasses, whether medicated or not. Even if you want to use it to cover your eye because you're ashamed, don't try it, because it will only make it worse. It will make the Apollo worse. It will get worse. Then finally, no matter how scratchy your eye is, no matter how your body is pushing you to rub your eye, don't rub your eye, because the more you're rubbing it, I know if you're rubbing it, it will be sweeting you, but don't try it. because the more you rub your eye, the worse the Apollo gets. So just leave the eye there, leave the eye alone, and be applying this thing that I just taught you now. I know some of you will be saying it's medically not advisable. I know, I'm aware it's medically not advisable, but it's better for me to use it to treat my Apollo and be fine in 3 days than to use the medically advised method and stay with Apollo for 7 or more days. So, like I said earlier, if you want to try this method, I'm not forcing you to try it though. It's what I've been using. I just want to tell you guys what I've been using to get rid of my Apollo. So if you want to try it, it's fine. It's your decision. And if you don't want to try it, it's also fine. It's your decision. So just watch the clip and see how I did everything.
Okay guys, this is the first day of my Apollo. This is the first day I woke up with Apollo. As you can see, the eye is red. It's showing that I have Apollo. As you can see, the eye is red. So this is the first day I started dropping my urine in my eye. This is the first day I started dropping it. The eye is still very red. You can see it. So this is me dropping the stuff in my eye. This is me dropping the stuff in my eye, and I drop it in both eyes, because even if you have Apollo in one eye, you have to drop it in both eyes, because if you don't do it, the Apollo still affect the second eye. So I've dropped it. This is for 24 hours later. This is second day of the Apollo. 24 hours after I started putting the stuff in my eye. You can see there's a little improvement in the eye. It's not as red as it was the first day. There is an improvement. Then this is 48 hours later. 48 hours 48 hours of inserting the urine in my eye. This is 48 hours later. You can see there is a huge difference. There is a huge improvement in the eye. You can see it. The eye is getting better. You can see it clearly that there is an improvement, a very huge improvement in the eye. And the stuff is not giving me any problem. The urine is not giving me any problem. Sorry, I'm calling the urine stuff. I don't want to be calling it urine. So this is me putting the stuff in my eye. As you can see it. So this is 72 hours later. You can see that the Apollo is gone. It's gone. There is no Apollo in my eye again. It's now clear. My eye is now very clear. No Apollo. This is what I've been using for a long time, and it's been working for me. I'm not asking you to use it though, but if you want to use it, it's your decision. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. See you in my next video. Bye.